Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade is a game that I have surprisingly been enjoying a lot. Now, there is one problem with it. It is JP only, so if you guys want to know how to play the game, go and check the video in the description. You can learn how to download and play the game and try it out. Now, one of the hardest pieces of content that I have found in this game is very hard of the area survey, or this tab right here if you don't want to translate it. When you go into it, there are 3 different modes you can choose from: normal, hard, and very hard. Normal and hard really weren't all that difficult, and very hard I was able to get pretty far in it up to stage 4, but then stage 5 hits you like a brick wall where you're just like, holy crap, I cannot beat this. So today I'm going to show you guys how to clear very hard, the best potential characters. Now, in all fairness, I have a free-to-play account, but I have gotten very lucky with the characters I have gotten on my free-to-play account. So I don't know if this is going to be the best explanation, but I'm just going to explain to you how I beat it here on JP, okay? But before we get into the explanation and showing of how to beat very hard here on the area survey, I want to show you guys what you're working towards. So if you go to the exchange shop, and we scroll down here, nope, this is the wrong area. Okay, so you get these medals. Obviously, these medals are nice. Which can give you tickets. You can buy these tickets to summon, so that's one thing you can get from the area survey. The other thing you can get is with these increased rates, because it's ×2. When we go in here, okay, I can see them right here. These medals right here, these are used to purchase free-to-play SSR characters. So if we go back to the exchange shop, I have to go to the home menu for this apparently, because you can't do the exchange shop right there for whatever reason. And we scroll down to right here, this bottom right tab, you can see it takes that currency. It takes 1,500 of those. So you actually need to clear the area survey a lot of times, and you have a chance to drop these medals, and these medals will allow you to purchase free-to-play SSR characters, which is really cool because, you know, Jugo is awesome, and he's actually fairly high on the tier list of usable characters for a free-to-play character, so that's really, really cool as well. So you are going to want to be able to clear area survey at the highest level to have your highest chance of dropping these medals as a reward. Additionally, you get these, which allow you to buy free summon tickets, which is nice as well. So we're going to go ahead and go into this here. And like I said, getting through stage 1 through 4 is easy, and then stage 5 is where you're probably going to struggle. So first off, this is more of end game content. I have 43,000 overall battle power. The recommended is 29,000, so you don't have to have your characters quite as high as I have them. My characters here are all level like 88 or 91. The only one who is an exception is Itadori here, who I believe is level 75. And then my memories or scenes that I have on them are not very high leveled either. You'll be able to see all that here in a second. So 88, 91, 88, 75, 88. The reason I don't put Gojo on a main slot, even though he's amazing, is because if I accidentally get to 7 turns before stage 5, Gojo will disappear and I won't be able to use him anymore. So if any of your characters die or disappear, you're not able to use them in the next stage. So beware of that. Yuta is here for healing. He's really nice if you have him because he will heal your allies. Fushiguro is here because he increases the overall damage that your allies do by an insane amount. He's really, really, really good. And then of course, Kugasaki is the best crit damage dealer in the game. And then we have Itadori here for a little bit of tankiness as well as damage. And for scenes, I don't really ever pay that much attention to scenes, but you know, just level them up as much as possible. Obviously mine aren't max level. I feel like characters matter more than the scenes in this game, so keep that in mind as we go through this. Let's go ahead and hop into our first level. The first 4 levels, honestly, you can run them on auto if your team is good enough. Now, I know not everybody's going to have these characters. I was very blessed with my free-to-play polls. Like, that's an insanely good team right there, right? So, you might not be able to auto this as well as I am. I'm able to auto it, but basically just do as much damage as you can. So bring your highest attacking characters like this. So one of the enemies is already dead. And we should be able to, there's Yuta's healing. We should be able to do a decent amount of damage here. Notice though that Yuta does not heal himself, so keep that in mind as well. Itadori took a pretty good amount of damage, but then there's Yuta's healing him back up. And that should be that stage. Okay, so stage 1 cleared. And now here comes the important part of this whole area survey thing, all right? It comes when you have to pick your buff, because you do get buffs as you go through this, and there are 3 different buffs that you can choose from. And the buff you're always going to want to pick, if you can, is going to be the attack buff. That way, when you get to stage 5, you can actually do the damage necessary to win. If you're not picking the attack buff the whole time, you are going to struggle. The defense buff, I don't recommend it. It's not going to help you in stage 5. They're going to just obliterate you anyways. I also don't recommend the HP buff because you want to bring a healer like Yuta, and that's going to be restoring your HP. If you do have to use the HP buff, you can. But try not to. Try to always pick the attack buff. And these percentages will change from like 10% to 20%. There is an HP 60% just depending on the stage that you're on. But once again, I generally always recommend picking the attack buff, 10%. That's going to help you do more damage by the time you get to the final stage. And next we have the second stage. We're going to go ahead and just let it auto, and that's just from my understanding that those are attack, HP, and defense buffs. I actually, to be honest with you, never really translated them, but just based on the image of the sword and the 30%, you know, I feel like that's a fair conclusion to draw, that they're attack, HP, and defense buffs. And when I've used the HP buff, it heals, so it makes a lot of sense to me. Alright, I don't actually want to use Kugisaki's skill, so I'm going to take it off auto here because I don't want her to use her ultimate here. It's such a waste. There's no need. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to do this. We'll do this. And we'll do this. Okay, yep. And we're pretty close to killing this guy now. Yuta healed himself. Sweet. Alright, and this will kill. Actually, let's go back on Yuta. We'll use this one just in case. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now when we get to the next stage, we're just going to obliterate the next stage, which is going to be insane. Fushiguro, once he does his domain, hits so hard with his skills. He is probably my favorite character. He is actually insane. Megami is nuts, bro. Okay, we're going to pick the attack buff. It is still 10%, so that's what you want to pick. Now we're at an additional 20% attack buff on all of our characters. And as you can see, having Yuta makes a big difference when it comes to healing. If you can get a healing character, bring a healing character along, it's going to help you out a lot, allowing you to pick that attack buff more often. Alright, this time I'm going to turn auto back on. I'm going to let them all use their skills, and they're going to be wiped. Actually, yeah, actually, I want them all to use their skills. The reason being is I want them to start recharging on stage 4. That way they're ready for stage 5. Oh man, we're obliterating them. There is no need for all these skills. It's too much. It's too much. Oh my gosh, they're insane. At least one of them survives, so we get to use these other two. We get to use Yuta and Itadori's as well. There's no need for Itadori's right here, but might as well. He's dead anyways, I don't know. I like how it keeps them alive so you can see the combo at the end. 361,000 damage, jeez. Jeez, one move for that stage, so there you go. Insane, right? Okay, now we get to stage 4. So far, it's been pretty much a cakewalk, right? Not too hard. Stage 5 is a beast of its own, though. You definitely don't want to auto stage 5. I've learned that lesson the hard way. We have a 20% damage increase. We're going to pick that. And hopefully nobody takes too much damage on stage 4. It can happen, especially since we just use all our ultimates or deadly skills. So hopefully nobody takes too much damage and we won't have to use the heal. Once in a while on stage 4 I do use the heal because I think it's like that's where you get the 60% heal, and that's a pretty good heal. It's either 60 or 30, something like that. Alright, we'll see. Probably what, 3 turns to beat this, I would say. Would be my guess. Alright, that was unnecessary from Yuta. It would be better if you targeted someone else with Yuta right there, but of course I'm letting it auto, so there could be better targeting than what you're seeing right here, obviously. Right, don't hit Yuta again. Okay, it was an attack all. That's alright. Yuta's kind of low, man, and Itadori's kind of low. Actually, they're all getting kind of low, so that's a little bit of what I was afraid of, but we're okay. We're still alive, that's fine. I think I am going to actually pick the healing this time because of like how many characters are low. Sometimes you get through this on auto with all your characters being fine. Sometimes you get through it with them being low like that. And in that case, you might want to heal. Okay, but pick attack as often as you can. That is like the key to success, I promise you. So right here, it's a 10%. Or I can do an HP plus 60%. At that point, I'm going to pick the HP, right? So I feel like that's the way to go. Pick attack up till that point. If you need to pick HP on the 4th stage, then you can pick your HP. But you'll also see that my HP is back up for those characters. You can see all their HP bars right there. Okay, and I am going to want to take it off auto for this one because I am going to have to do some targeting because we have 2 enemies to take on for stage 5 of this area. All right, we'll take it off auto. Okay, so certain enemies are weak to certain characters and types, all right, just like any game kind of. So if we look over here, this enemy will resist us. This enemy will not. So we want to go ahead and attack him with Megami. Oops, I'm thinking Black Clover, you have to click on the enemy. And then, so they're resisting Kugisaki, this one does not, and I think this one is actually weak to our ultimate, but I'm going to save the ultimate because we almost have Megami's, and if we combo all the ultimates, we could do a massive amount of damage. So we'll do that. Switch, because he's resisting. This one's weak. Perfect, right? And then we'll use Yuta. And this one's weak to Itadori, so we're going to pick this. Okay, and then we go through with it. Let's see how much damage we actually get done, and you'll see just how much health they have. They have an insane amount of health, right? This stage is a whole different beast. Okay, so look, we barely put a dent in either of them, and they can also hit us very, very hard if we're not careful. So we do need to be careful. All right, we are going to use Megami's now, and he does have an attack all. It's a domain, and it also increases the amount of damage they take for 4 turns, which makes it insane. It also increases the damage that his skills do, so he's going to hit for like 100,000 on his skills when we get to his next turn, making Megami insane. Like, he's really, really good for boss fights like this. Like, he's a must-have for boss fights. He's insanely good, right? Okay, and then we're going to use Kugisaki. We can actually target both with her, like that. This one does resist, but you might as well. And then we're going to go ahead and target with... Actually, should we do the attack all? Let's go ahead and target. We want to try to kill the one on the left if we can. Yeah, we don't want to hit them. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then the thing is, I'm not worried. Like, you'd be like, why don't you wait for Yuta to get his special? Well, he'll still benefit from the domain of Megami next turn because that domain, like I said, lasts for 4 turns. Alright, so Kugisaki's also going to do extra damage here because of Megami. It looks like we're doing no damage, but we're hitting both of them, so we did damage to the other one. Keep that in mind. There we go, extra damage from her. Pretty decent on the damage, not anything too crazy. Don't kill Yuta. Oh boy. Okay. So yep, look at how much health they have. It's annoying, right? But it is what it is. What do we want to do? We want to switch. You know what? No, that one's gonna dodge us. We have to go after this one. We have to go after this one. Okay, we do that. Switch to her. We do this. Alright, we use his, it'll hit both. And then let's do this with Itadori. And that looks solid. 38,000. Not as much as I would have liked to see from Fushiguro. I feel like he hits harder a lot of other times. There we go. We got a break from Yuta doing his massive amount of damage. There we go. Okay, now we can start laying the smackdown on this one. Dang it, man. I really want him to be able to attack. Let's see. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Alright, we'll go like this. Yuta's going to do a big amount of damage there. And this one's weak, so we definitely want to attack with Itadori there. 64,000 from Megami. Really good damage on the broken person. We broke this other one too. Let's go. Itadori hitting 216,000 on his own with the black flashes, man. Oh, so nice. Okay, let's try this move. This one. Use that. Use that. Okay. 80,000 from Megami down. Yo. Okay. Back one's gonna come off being broken, but we should be able to kill here. Ideally we kill. And then the other one's gonna come off being broken next. So that one's dead. Alright, perfect. This one's back up, but it's fine. We're good. We're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna use our deadly skill. Do this. And this should get us pretty close. Right here. If not ending. Oh, actually it didn't do as much as I thought. Okay, the resist is annoying, man. Oh, okay. The heal coming in clutch. Big clutch, right? Oh, actually we need to go back here, go like this. Okay. Like that. There we go. 28,000, 11,000, 20,000. She's about to die. Oh, we're good. Okay. Do this. Want to use our scene, and then Itadori should hit fairly hard right here, hopefully. Black Flash, nice, little extra damage. Itadori hitting 59,000, the GOAT. Doing great. Yuta healing. We are actually, so we're pretty much in the clear at this point, honestly. Just kind of keep pounding away at him. We're gonna have 3 ultimates coming up right here. And it's pretty much all but over. Okay, so use this. And he's dead. He's absolutely dead right here. Alright, here we go. And then Yuta hits. The resist is so annoying. Itadori will finish it up though, for sure. Because Itadori, he's weak to Itadori. So, here comes Itadori. Yeah, look at that damage from my boy. Look at that damage. Oh, man. Running those two together, Megumi and Itadori. Insane. They work so well together. So that is the area survey cleared on very hard. And we have a chance to get rewards here. We'll see what we get. Hopefully. We did not get any of, so you're not guaranteed to drop the medals that I was showing you to get the free-to-play SSR character, so keep that in mind. It does take quite a bit of farming, but you do get these medals. I have 1,040 of them, and you can use them to buy free-to-play summon tickets, which is really nice. So I'll go ahead and buy those so you guys can see those. We'll go to the exchange shop. We go over here, and these reset weekly, I believe. So you can go ahead and buy these each week if you want. And we have those, and now I should have already had some bought from previous weeks. I should have a full multi of summons. By the way, there is this banner right here. You get a free daily on this banner right now if you guys are logging into Jujutsu Kaisen. On my first daily, I pulled an SSR, so obviously the rates aren't too terrible. And then here is the free summon, and I do have 11 tickets, so I can do a multi. We're going to hope that we get something that has, for the most part, all the general pool featured SSRs. And then by the time you get to Pity, I think this Pity actually carries over forever on this banner. I'm at 153. By the time you get to Pity, which is 200, I believe this is a guaranteed SSR character ticket, which is really cool. So, really nice banner right here. Free to play summons. Very, very nice. I actually like that a lot, if I'm understanding it correctly. Alright, let's go ahead and do the summon to end off the video and hope that we get lucky. No Gojo on the entrance. Whenever you see Gojo, you know it's about to go down. Ooh, we did get a Black Flash though. We are getting an SSR for sure. Let's go! Let's just hope it's a character. Oh, I saw the character. I swear that was a character. Was it a memory? I think it was a character on top of the bridge, right? It had to be. Okay, so when we get to the bridge, it'll be right after this one. It's a memory. Okay. Okay, it was a memory. I'll still, or a scene, memory scene, whatever you want to call it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, you know what? That is a free summon. We got a free SSR scene. That's a dub. That's a dub, right? And we're that much closer to getting the Pity, getting the guaranteed character, which is nice. I don't necessarily need the characters on this account at this point, so I'll take the memories. And of course, you can dupe the memories if you get extra copies and get them to level 5. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.